Well, that's what I want to do. Who's up next?
I went over to this little dinghy and I'm taking a nice little siesta till it's drinking time.
Nim, can Nim and Kiala actually high five now? Since there's not distance.
I mean, if Nim walks over and holds a hand up, Yala will also hold her hand up.
That is exactly what Nim does.
And they'll just stand there holding their hands up.
No, once Kiala raises her hand up, Nim high fives it.
Do you have to jump to high five it?
Probably.
I imagine Yala holds her hand up, sees Nim trying to do it, and then just stretches her arm just enough to keep Nim at her reach.
Oh my god, I love that fucking laugh.
Nim can just make her arm longer. I don't know what you guys need.
Oh, well, hold on. I thought she was a changeling. Now all of a sudden she's made a flubber?
Yeah, she's
No, okay. No, so it doesn't say you have to do the entire body. You can change one part at a time.
Okay.
Well, you stay your same height, don't you?
No.
Oh.
No.
I was not a miniature version of Sufrin.
Yeah, that would have never fucking
Yeah,
worked.
you're right.
If he showed up as the Keebler version of Sufren, I'm pretty sure.
Admiral Sufrin, are you okay?
Sorry,
Well,
I don't have my. I'm not wearing my heels.
Yeah, that's what they meant when they said, "Sir, is there something the matter?" Because it's
But
just
I'm
a
on
really
my knees
short...
today, you know, to see how the little folks feel.
Well, I
They
just
got it
wanna
pretty
see
bad.
how them little people feel, you know? It didn't have anything to do with attitude. It had everything to do with the fact that a very short version of Sufren walked in and out of the office.
It's not about altitude, it's all about attitude. I'm also gonna take this time to load all of my guns.
Then you do so.
Oh yeah, would this be considered a long rest?
You're not sleeping. It's not nighttime.
Oh right. I meant to say short.
I meant to say on, but I actually said off.
It happens.
No,
Yeah.
it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
It happens.
I mean, you could be me. You could be trying to talk, and then you suddenly just start having a stroke, and all your words come out like garbage.
Or you could
I've done
talk
it.
and then Discord decides to not let anyone hear what you have to say.
Yeah,
Which one is worse?
Like when I was listening to the recording, and I thought I said a word properly, and it came out like absolute nonsense. Right when,
Yeah.
right when I was describing Prin shooting the burning bourbon into the ceiling, there was some word that started with an S that I can't remember. And in my head, I said it right. In the recording, I went,
Yeah.
Oh.
It happens.
It'd be like that sometimes, bro.
Also, it's harmonica time.
It be do. Oh hell yeah. He's not good at it.
I'm not that good at it. It's a keepsake. I'm not a bard.
So,
I
Nim is
genuinely
gonna,
don't know
if
where
no
my
one's doing
harmonica
anything.
is anymore.
What was that? It sounded like a bunch of static and nonsense.
Yeah.
I said I genuinely don't know where my harmonica is anymore.
Oh.
Sad,
Maybe Samson
tragic.
has it.
So, does anyone else have anything to do?
Nope. Go do your thing.
Nim is gonna sit down
Jump off the
next to
boat.
wherever you guys chill and start reading this history book.
I'm leaning against the What is this? The crow's nest right here or whatever?
That's just a mast.
Okay, I'm just leaning
Yeah.
against the mast.
I assume I'm next to the crow's nest.
Oh right.
Well, you're on the boat. You're on the lifeboat.
Well, yeah, but like next to the crow's nest.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Right over
That
here.
would be the middle mast, so yeah, it would probably be on the highest point.
I don't know boats.
don't
Yeah, I'm
know
just
boats
chilling
either.
against this mast.
God, if anybody actually watched my videos, I might have to be worried about somebody in the comments going, actually the crow's nest, but I don't have to worry about that. My channel's deader than dog shit.
All right, I'm commenting it right now.
Remember
Please.
to use capitals and lower cases interchangeably.
Yes,
Yay.
please actually do. Make it seem like I do this for some reason. Give my
Well,
life meaning.
actually,
Well, actually, if you are... I don't know why I'm slipping into a comic book guy voice, but it's perfect for it. Well, you see, actually, in 1963, a French galleon did not have a crow's nest in the middle mast. It was actually located up my giant ass. I know
Well
it's
done.
very hard to believe.
That is, yeah.
Anyway, Nemo starts reading the history book.
Yeah.
Nerd.
Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
Knowledge.
Ah,
History.
the most particular.
His story.
Roll me an investigation. You're trying to beat a 5.
Okay.
By beat a 5, I mean 6 or more.
Okay.
Wow.
Man.
Oh, that was close.
Man, crit.
With disadvantage.
No.
Crit.
You
Man,
forgot how to read.
crit fail. Your wild magic just actually burns the book. No, I'm kidding. I'm
You guys
kidding,
should start
of
making a
course.
note to call out your rolls, by the way.
I got a 10.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, yeah, that's fine. I can see it. I can read it. I know the podcast doesn't, but who actually pays attention to podcasts?
I
just
thought there was video.
Well, I put in video,
No, it's just
but
images.
they're images
Oh.
for now.
Yeah.
I don't have the skill or the time to animate.
You could just run OBS and record your roll 20 view.
Yeah,
That's
but then
what
you
I
get to
thought
see
was
all the,
happening.
then you get to see
But-
all the DM stuff that I'm working
Yeah,
on.
I mean
in the
that's why
background.
that's why
I don't.
double-edged sword.
Yeah, that's exactly what I
Yeah,
want
you-
for the podcast. Anyway, she was trying to beat a 5. Got over it. So, you're flipping through, and, you know, you see peaceful histories. You can see all the parts that, you know, the great tragedies, Zanzibar, great tragedy, Zanzibar, peaceful times, war, invasion of Zanzibar, everything wiped out, this nation invaded. So, because you're not really looking for anything specific, it really is just a comprehensive history. But even in the history books, you see the word Zanzibar quite a bit. And the pages with that on it are never good. There are a lot of death and shit.
Nah.
Nah, the book doesn't say that.
You just good with the general investigation, or is there anything more you want to like stare at? I picked up my bell
Hello?
and I shouldn't have done that.
Is there anything about Zanzibar that'd be helpful?
If you wanna, because that's more specifically a book of the history of Arendelle, but of course it does mention other nations. So if you're really looking for something about Zanzibar, you can look at some of the tragedies, and you'll probably find information on Zanzibar.
Okay. Arendelle. Is there anything anyone wants Nim to look up about Arendelle?
I'm not gonna say it because I'm not. My character's not invested in this.
Because I'm trying to
History's for
think.
losers.
I think maybe knowing more about the king would be helpful if he's in here.
Oh, of course he's in here. The
Of
Books,
course, that prick is.
Yeah, it's a pretty recent addition. So, you know, you see family lineages and lines. You know, you see people unrelated. You see people that are related. And
Is
because
Nim's family history? Wait, Nim's in a different country. Never mind.
you're in a different
Anyway,
country.
yeah, different country. Forgot completely.
No, the
I'll
king's
just look up
old
the
as
basic
dog
history of
shit.
the king.
Yeah, you look up the basic history of the king. Are you
Yeah.
looking more towards the here and now portion of his life, early life, his father?
Learn about his daddy.
Abby King.
Yes.
Yeah, I gave you a few
Yes.
options.
The
Unless you want to
king
do a general
is
check
the father's
on the...
king.
You look into the father's king?
Yeah.
Come to power, career, or death.
Can I look up both come to power? No, his career and his death are what I'm interested in.
So, you read about King Eurystheus the Second. King Eurystheus' father.
How do you spell that actually?
I have not done a lot because birthday weekend.
Oh, wait.
So
Never mind. I already wrote it down.
I will tell you how I spelled it.
yeah.
I'll put it in the
Yeah, didn't we agree on a spelling for that?
Yes.
I put it in memes because that's where I was in, but that's how I spelled it.
I typed it up in the Roll20 chat, so that's how I wrote it down.
I think it's
Read on.
Eurystheus.
That's how I will update my notes to be.
His name
spelled
doesn't mean
from now
anything
on.
to me. He's just the king of Avrendal.
Yeah, I'm mispronouncing it because of my fucking New York accent and shortening that, but it's Eurystheus.
Oh, Eurystheus. All right.
Yeah, Eurystheus. But anyway, you're reading about the career, and you see that over his reign, which surprisingly didn't last as long as you might think it would, his career was overly militarized, and you see that it was the start of the transition from what was once the Grand Army of Avrendal to become more naval, as, you know, the solidification of Avrendal as the high world, as the height of the world started to become. So you see that he really started to finish the rolling of that ball. And then as you come to the death, you find he died quite young, especially for a king of that power. And you see that the reason why he died was because of an invasion against Zanzibar to retrieve one of the artifacts of Zanzibar, which resulted in the destruction of the first fleet and the murder of the king, which then starts to how Eurystheus became king himself. He was appointed to the throne at the very young age of 6. Because his father was killed and he was the only heir.
Following daddy's mistakes, huh?
Yep.
Not really.
He sent us
He's
instead
sending
of
a bunch
going
of kids
himself.
this time.
He's sending
Oh,
other
yeah, right.
countries' people to do it.
Even worse, let's get everybody involved.
Yeah, so you're doing a general skimming of a lot of pages. Do you actually look to see what the particular artifact was?
Yes.
Alright. You see that the particular artifact was the Sword of Zanzibar. None other than the very
Son of
thing
a
you're
bitch.
going after yourselves. So you can choose how you react to that information, of course.
Nim calls the king stupid and goblin. Stupid as it stupid does, or as everyone else hears.
Yeah, I look up for a second and just go back to doing whatever. She has such a way with words.
Is Goblin just beatboxing now?
I really was imagining for a second that Goblin was just like the Cthulhu speak from Billy and Mandy.
Man, if I could beatbox, that's what I do, but I can't.
Yeah, you remember that shit just...
Nice.
Immediately somebody turns into like a fucking monster. Oh, that episode was so twisted. Then again,
That show's goated.
that show was goated. See, I meant to say show and I said shoat. That show was goated.
Showed it.
These.
I can't... Who died? Who alive?
Shay, but she was used to revivify.
Oh, okay. Well, take a diamond out of your inventory.
Okay.
When are we getting chicken soup?
We could try it on the Hydro Flask.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah.
Oh,
Discord cut out on me.
Are
You're
you...
right. I could.
Did you seriously just suggest using Revivify on the fucking Hydra?
Yeah?
Yeah.
It had to have died within the last minute. It's
Oh.
been,
Oh, too late.
Okay, so we'll just use it on the next one we kill.
and it can't restore any body parts, so this thing would just be like half
Like,
its worth.
full of holes.
Yeah, because it's not true restoration.
I do have holy water, but
Well,
Also,
yeah.
we don't
I-
want to die.
But the difference
I'm not
between...
gonna I'm not gonna revive this thing.
Yeah, but the difference between those two spells are one uses a 300 gold piece, you know, in textbook version, gemstone, and the other one uses the same gemstone and holy water, right? I have the understanding of those spells.
Don't think so. I think holy water just deals radiant damage.
There's some spell that's like higher up on the tier list than Revivify.
Oh yeah,
Me
there
and-
definitely is.
Yeah,
but
me and
I
Ed
don't
were
have
talking
it.
about it and had
I
those
wonder
two
if you could have
components.
saved the magic that was in that.
Do you remember what that spell
By
was?
eating
Ed?
it. Huh? I don't know nothing about clerics and whatnot.
I should, but I've never been past level 5, so
Well,
I barely know anything-
congratulations! You've already
I
started
don't know
at
anything
level
about
5.
rogues.
I thought you played rogue. Never mind.
This is my first rogue.
Anyway, yeah, you glean that information and you see the sins of the father. You see that
whoa.
he was in fact killed by Zanzibar personally, and the whole display was for pretty much all to see. It was.
What did Zanzibar look like?
Yeah, is he in there?
Is
A
this
bit
a
of
picture
man.
history book?
It's not
We
a
can have
picture
pictures in history
book,
books.
but it isn't really describing what he looks like because, well, the book's covering the last 2,000 years. You may have to look at the very beginning of the book to see whatever first atrocity came, if there was ever a description, because I don't remember ever reading a history book that actually describes the person they're talking about.
No, they usually don't.
We
Yeah, they
read
usually
two different kind of history books. They slap a picture by it every time, unless one of the most notable traits were like there was a king in Britain who was known for being the ugliest king ever born because of inbreeding.
Oh.
So they actually do describe what was known
But
about it.
I mean, that's like with public. That's like with printing and whatnot. Most of this is hand drawn, I imagine. Is
I
the
don't know, do
printing
they have a
press?
printing
Does the
press?
printing press exist in this Avrandal or this world?
Whether it does or
Yeah.
does not, that book does not have room for pickies.
Okay,
Ugh.
And what good
no
is it?
pickies.
No.
Where are the pop-out pictures?
I scanned the book for descriptions of Zanzibar himself.
Roll me
You look like a-
investigation.
So many investigations.
He looked like a
You're
big poo-poo head.
investigating. What do you expect?
Well, I'm not gonna.
Oh
What?
no!
What is it?
Oh, you
you-
close to the sun, man.
You glean. You in
dropped the
fact
book.
see that there are no images or pictures of Zanzibar or descriptions because in 2,000 years or more of history, there is not enough room for wasted words on descriptions.
I can't believe I just got reverse of what I just rolled.
I can.
Man.
You're welcome.
Stupid 3.
Hey, you didn't pray to Gambler. That's on you.
Gambler can stuff it.
All right,
And this is
you're
why
gonna be
you have
rolling
no
that
health.
the rest of the game.
Gosh.
Anyway, anything else that I can glean from this book? Or does it?
Well, I can't exactly sit here and explain 2,000 pages worth of information, so you may have to give me a prompt.
Okay, the current king, is there anything on his stupid deeds?
Actually, what you see on him is it seems pretty normal. The continued building of the army from his childhood, careful calculation, and a pretty peaceful time. No real wars have been fought in the last many years. The nearest tragedy was the destruction of the proto-fleet and the death of the old High King, but everything actually looks all in order, judging by the history.
That's suspect. I can't think of anything else specific that we need to know.
I think knowing about his father's really helped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
So
know if
when
you
it-
share this information, but Hyala would definitely respect Father more than him, because he actually went and did his own shit.
Yeah.
They're both stupid.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, for now, Nim will close the book. We'll come back to this.
Okay.
Is it time for drinks yet?
Do you want it to be time for drinks?
This is-
Bruh, I'm
always
gonna
down-
get.
Samson's
I'm gonna get
always down for
fucked up.
day drinking.
Let's do it!
I mean, it's probably about happy hour by now, right?
Well,
Like early happy hour?
I don't know.
After
if
you
this-
survive a Hydro Flask, everything is every day is at happy hour.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Exactly. Here. It's 5 o'clock here.
It's high noon somewhere in the world.
Well, so friend's still in his office discussing with them Pat. So I can roll the clock forward, or you can find other things to do.
I was gonna say Nim goes and asks Sufren why he knows Goblin.
Well,
But he's in a meeting.
Now's not a good time.
It's
In
always a
fact-
I
good.
think everyone has stuff to ask him.
I
It's
know.
always a good time
Nah.
if you don't have the social skills to
Not for him,
understand
anyway.
people.
in fact, what you do see is the door does open up, and he comes out, and he does that whole. He signals over to the Emperor Rose, and you do see, but you can't hear him go down to the deck, and he's talking with the captain. And the captain looks a little disgruntled and annoyed, just in body language. And you hear from that distance just a and you see the
Yes.
captain actually get off the Umbra and onto the Mistral, and then they enter his office. So now all three are in there.
Oh, yep, definitely not going in there.
Oh boy.
Where's
It's
the
mom,
where-
dad, and the sister.
So wait,
I would
where
not
is
call
the-
that hairy
Oh,
man a
yes.
sister.
Yes.
So wait, where is his office? Like right over here?
You see where the wheel is?
This here.
Yeah, it's right under that. Like if you were actually looking at it,
So this thing I was gesturing to right here.
yeah, right there. Like right under the wheel would be where his office kind of lies. The door to his office.
I am going to try and sneak my ear up to the door.
Bruh.
Now that the captain of the Umbra Rose is there.
And anybody else that wishes to take note, you see that after Rosebeard gets off, the Umber Rose actually just goes back to moving as it normally would. There's no missed beats now that he's off the ship. It's smooth sailing. They're just working like clockwork. So you put your ear up to the door?
Yeah.
So what
There's-
is that roll? Do inform.
What about the guards too? Weren't there guards on
Yeah.
the outside?
No, the guards are on the lower one when friends there. They both went to take care of Gerald, and they wouldn't have been
Okay.
standing
Oh
there.
right. Yeah.
They
I
wouldn't have
remember.
been standing there anyway, because quite honestly, you know, who's actually a threat to that room? You've got 1, 2, and 3
Peepers.
all in there. It's a pretty stacked room.
Yeah. So if I don't have to like make any like sneaky movements to it, I guess it might just be perception to listen in.
Yeah, it'd be perception to listen in. I'll say you gotta beat
Yeah.
a 12.
Should have brought Kiala.
You know what? Make it a 10. It's not that important. Either way, you make it.
You're good.
Jesus
So you
Christ.
press that nice ear up to the door, and it's not too thick. You can definitely hear it's muffled, but you hear it clear enough.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not here to chastise you about the bonds. Oh, then what are you chastising me for? Nothing.
Not doing it sooner.
Look, I already took into account you're a pirate crew. You don't obey the letter of the law, and you live in Zanzibar. You're not allied to any nation. That was a full account. I fully expected this thing to transpire. Of course you did. Of course you're not gonna hold him to task. Hi! It's not like we go and blow up ships. We just make sure that the people are fed. We ferry stuff from the water where it's safer than the land. That's all we use them for. That's all we swear to use them for. That's the Ring Barrel Creed. Don't talk to me like that, you dirty scoundrel! And you hear a large thud on the desk. as if somebody's hands just came into it. Both of you calm down. I'm not in the mood for a fight! We have to discuss what's going on. Clearly the fleet is not capable of making the rest of the trip. For the reason that if the really is teeming with those god-unknown horrors, there's no way that those children are going to be safe on this ship or the other 4. So what exactly are you suggesting? I'll be a babysitter? No, I'm suggesting we discuss how we should proceed with the rest of the journey. Number 1 priority is to make sure they at least get on land safe. From there, it's up to them. Does everybody understand? Oh, I guess, but do we really need the fucking gorilla? Shut them down! Please, Captain, for my sake, can you try not to irritate him? I like him more than he is, I suppose. As you just hear like a fairly meaty thud into a chair, as if somebody just angrily sat their ass down. So, what exactly are you talking about? Well, as you see here, and you hear the ruffling of papers, we're this far into the journey. And as far as I'm concerned, it will be much better to do this plan versus this plan. However, as you hear more ruffling of papers, I also drafted this and this. As far as we're concerned, we're not looking into what your armaments are, but if you are capable of getting there safely, then, well, I think it's your whole psyche. Why? Do you find issue with my plan? No, it's just... And you hear the room silent, and you hear the walking of footsteps, and right next to your ear, you hear...
Busted.
You hear, like, a loud clang as if somebody tapped a handle against the door. And, roll me a d20 to see if that hurts your ear just a little bit. Just a flat d20. We're not doing damage here.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, you were trying to beat a 10, so... It's a loud sound. It's not comfortable at all, but it's not like you wince back or make any sudden movements. Do you make any noises? Honestly?
I might like... No, what I would probably do is I'd probably put my knuckle in my mouth just to stifle anything. As I'm listening in on this.
The room's continuing to be quiet, but then you hear the creak of a chair and the sound of 2 heavy boots hit the floor and a scuffling of feet. And all of a sudden you hear the door handle open, and the door opens inward just a little, and you just see a big dwarf eye in the crack and a huge toothy smile. Hola! Can I help you?
Give me some booze.
As Rosebeer's just staring up at you through a half-inch crack.
Probably, but you seem to be busy.
Oi! Or is there a reason you like hugging doors? As he gives you a happy, giggly smile.
I know when I'm not invited, but no one ever said when I'm not there to listen.
You just see a huge mound of hair slide in front of the crack. I like this one. As the door slams in your face. Oh, so good. As the door now opens more gently, and you just see Sue's friend really looking like he's loving this right now, and he's just he's trying to stifle his own giggles. Mr. Merrymaker, while your surname does live up to its very spelling, would you mind giving us a little privacy?
Say no more. And I'm
Like-
just gonna like smirk and just put my hands up and then go back down onto like the middle area.
Ooh.
Must you
No
two
details.
be so jovial? Oh, shuck, give it a rest. As you hear the door quickly slam shut, as Sufren's giggles give way to more irritation than anything else.
Howdy, partner. Still looking for some alone time?
Prin, that's you. Oh no, he's dead.
He's gone.
Yeah, he's muted.
Oh.
I didn't know that you walked up to him either.
I'm
I
watching
didn't know
where
that
the
either.
tokens are. I'm watching where the tokens are.
What the fuck happened? You, huh?
He just walked
Oh.
up to you.
Oh yeah, so I was caught listening in on the admirals and the pirate captain
Yes.
plan, and then
Mhm.
after getting told to step back, I decided to walk by and check on you.
I see.
To be fair, you got a nice bit of information for free.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, on the deck.
Yeah, on the upper
Because
deck.
like, yeah. I mean, he's just been kind of just lead. Yes, he's been sitting on the against the wall basically, kind of just sitting. Kind of like how one of those high schoolers, you know,
Oh.
you know,
Ah, the edgy
Pretty much
teen.
what I was doing when this whole trip started.
yeah.
Nah,
Oh no.
how the turns have
Oh, no.
tabled.
He's rubbing off on him, guys. Run.
Oh, they're rubbing off on each other. One's becoming a perfect soldier, the other one's becoming a desert bomb.
Hey, don't call me a
Wow.
soldier now.
So you're right in front of I assume you're in his peripheral.
I guess I'll like lean over the railing and just kind of like talk to you, but we're not really like,
Oh my god, it's a fucking anime.
yeah, literally
Oh,
that.
Oh boy. So like, wait, so you're technically on above me in the fucking hexagon?
I guess like I'd be like arms crossed on the railing, just be like, hey there, partner.
Can I help you, Samson?
No, I was actually here to see if I might be able to help you.
um, that's a lot coming from you, Mr. Rebel.
Samson.
No,
Yeah.
I think he was calling Samson a rebel.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nah.
No, not that. Couldn't be
To
that.
be sure,
They have
to be
moved.
fair, I also wasn't sure, but I assumed.
Oh, what can I say? You're the first person here to try and act courteous. So I figured I'd, extend the same offer.
He kind of just looks down, and just he realizes that he's been like, this day sucked, and like this he's been acting really out of fucking character. He's like just kind of making a note of it to himself. He's been obviously just thinking the entire time. He's just like,
All that damned alcohol made him a monster.
and he looks forward and he's just like, Thompson, I want to get the fuck off this boat.
You and me both. This might come to a surprise, but I'm not much of the seafaring type.
I appreciate the offer. I feel like drinking is not the best option right now.
It's the only option.
Are you
Chug, bourbon.
Oh God, not again. But I did say earlier, much earlier, that we are a party and it's not just me. So, if all of you feel the need to, I guess, unwind with alcohol, which is admittedly deserved, that was fucking horrible, I'll join you guys. But I hate acting like this. I hate stewing in my own thoughts. And we can't do much on this goddamn boat. So, I don't know. Let me know. Let me know when you guys are gonna go to the quarters. I'll join you.
I'll keep you in the loop there, but I must say, I think getting a drink or two in you might do you some good. You seem to be a little more honest when you wet your whiskers a bit.
I don't have whiskers, Samson.
I was gonna say that.
I don't have
It's a turn of phrase. What are you, Celeste?
He actually kind of cracks a smile at that. And he just chuckles a little bit. Alright, you can be mean to our fellow party member.
No, it's just true.
He's obviously like kind of jesting in that, like you fucking asshole. That's funny.
To the viewers at home, don't drink when you're depressed. It's gonna make you feel worse.
Drink with
I'm
friends.
sorry. I needed to say that because this is just like no.
Drink with friends while depressed.
No, the alcohol will make you feel worse.
Not always. It makes me feel better.
It'll make
Y'all
you
ready for a drunk Celeste?
You
No.
know me?
The takeaway is don't drink alone. No,
Yeah.
like, that's like not good.
No, alcohol is a depressant. Do not drink when you are already depressed.
Yeah, don't do that. Please.
Like we can because this is fiction and nobody cares. But I just don't want to like give anyone the idea that it's actually
kids,
a good idea.
don't drink when you're depressed or underage.
Yeah, unless you're me. Well, for the first part.
One. Good thing
Okay,
there will be
first
no
of all-
depictions of either of those in this
What?
Christian D&D stream.
No, let
We're all-
them drink.
We're all of age.
We're all of
Yeah, even though
proper
you're-
age, except for the ones who aren't and they won't drink.
Nim
Yeah,
is
none of us.
definitely drinking.
Yeah.
Life is unfair.
Nim's
Anyway,
gonna be
anyway.
drinking apple juice, that is.
Anyway.
But a little bit earlier to that stuff you're talking about,
What?
you keep saying that we're a party, and I don't really got any experience with that because and like he like leans back from the railing and like looks at Prin and just like shows off all of his like weapons and like get like trinkets and stuff. Is like, I'm all the party I've ever needed. But one thing that I've heard is important when you're working with a people is that you can't treat your own failures as your own failures and your own successes as your own successes. We save people today. And no matter what role you may have played in that still goes onto your record too.
Yes, that's true.
Although if we were keeping score, I think I did just a
Samson.
little bit better than
Oh
everyone.
my god.
But I digress.
I even got a compliment
Samson, there's
from
one encounter we
Tempeh.
need to have a lot more. Do not push your luck.
Oh, you should know by now. I don't put anything on luck.
Yes. Well,
However,
That was a fluke, by the way. That card game. That was a fluke, and you know it.
Here we go.
that sounds like you want to run back.
I don't need a run back. I know I'd win.
Does that sound like you're putting something down on the table?
No.
Trickery. No. No.
Gamble,
This is a trap.
gamble, gamble, gamble.
It's a trap.
It's never a trap if you're sure you're gonna win.
I'll-
The
I
last
will
time we
give
had a
favor.
card game and I got drunk. I got fucking doused in water.
And you set the boat on
That was
fire.
insulting, by the way. That was actually insulting. I wasn't on fire. What the fuck happened?
Oh, well, you weren't the one on fire, but, let's just say it might have made its way down from what was.
What?
You lit the ceiling on fire. However,
Oh my God.
Nim doesn't really have a trigger discipline, from what I can gather with that,
What?
Little
You
water
literally told Nim to, and you're putting
It
all the
doesn't matter.
blame on
It doesn't
her.
Of course,
matter.
that's
Oh,
your fault.
100%. I am 100% doing that.
Yeah,
That is
bully
completely
friend.
character.
I
The
mean,
friend
bully
does
him.
not know. He was pretty drunk. He didn't like hear something say,
Mhm.
well, you know,
Mm.
how's the motherfucker? So, he doesn't know.
Yeah,
Now, Sam, motherfucker.
yeah. She ain't got much of a trigger discipline on that there water bottle.
God. Whatever. Listen. You know that I'm getting bored if I'm considering playing another card game with you on this fucking boat.
Oh, hopefully there ain't too many obstacles left in the way till we get to the shores of Zanzibar.
Obstacles, yes, obstacles.
Bum,
A
bum,
fucking
bum.
giant water dragon turtle thing.
Hey, one thing you should know about me is that if you can put a few holes in it with a gun, it's only just an obstacle. Now,
It's only just a
how to
target.
get my hands on that gun is a completely different story.
Samson,
Yes?
don't even think about it.
I'm
Ask Mim,
not
she'll help.
thinking about anything
I believe
thinking
that.
about it.
suspicious.
Samson, that's a pirate. Don't steal from a fucking pirate.
I would
Oh.
never steal from a pirate.
Oh my god.
But
This is an actual question for the party. Would Celeste or Nim have told you guys that they broke into the captain's quarters?
Nope.
I don't
That's
know,
up to
probably
you.
not.
Yeah,
so
Nim would
that's
not
it.
have said anything, so I just wanted to know.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh yeah,
Y'all don't
so
know shit.
Nim and Celeste, very well known for telling people what they're doing.
Yeah.
Nim has done like one thing!
Samson hasn't even revealed what he just found out yet.
God.
However, from the looks of that little parlay they're having in the room, it seems like that captain might like me.
What? What?
What
That was the
was?
most genuine what I've ever.
I beg your pardon, Samson.
Don't worry about it. Although, I'm really curious at where Sue Frank keeps his liquor. I think a few pints between
Just
outlaws
ask
might
him.
what? Oh,
Just
you can't just butter up a man for his like war crime secrets.
I'll be
Gotta
right
look-
back, but I can still
Gotta
hear
leave
you.
a little something on the table. You know?
you're- Okay,
What?
well. Nothing. No, go ahead, by all means. I'm not going to stop you.
By all means, learn how to put holes in a walking, talking doomsday. Oh, you bet I am.
That's the spirit.
What? A few of them under my belt, and I'll be world famous.
World famous.
For war crimes.
Sure, whatever. You
Yeah,
be
you'll-
world
Breaking
famous
the
with your
Geneva
gun,
Convention.
Come back.
Hey.
Shooting from afar, like the coward you are. I'll be
Ooh,
your
bars.
trumpeter.
At least I did something.
Listen, the only thing they tend to make for a frontline fighter is a gravestone. So, you can call me a coward all you like, but I'll still be around.
come back from the grave and just be like
Okay,
such a
don't
coward.
get mad, don't get upset. It's just a single bad day. It's just one bad day. It's fine.
He says before going to Zanzibar.
And then stabbed. It's just been a bad day. Just one bad day.
What are you gonna do? Stab me?
The guy that was
Says a
sad.
stab.
I swear to God, though, if Samson had actually said, "Whatever you say, at least I did something," I would have been on this fucking floor.
Listen, I ain't that much.
Alright, well,
Anyway, we gotta get to the drinking, so
Well,
start getting your
you
last
seem to be
sentences.
in a slightly better mood, so I'll leave you be.
it's not because of you. I'll just
Oh,
make that
I
clear.
bet not.
It's
I
'cause you
bet
get
it's
to
'cause
watch
of
'em
something
leave.
completely different, something completely unrelated to me. Absolutely. I'm
Get out of
already walking away.
This motherfucker.
God, that fucking human. He's so annoying.
But I
Then
just
you hear
love him
that guy in
so
the background
much.
say, "He's so cool."
I could totally picture
You know
that.
what? You know what? As Samson walks over to his
Just
siesta
saunters
spot,
off.
as he's walking past the soldiers, they just keep turning and they just get like stars in their eyes as they follow him to his spot, or as they follow him with their eyes to where he takes a seat. They are enamored with him. He's a superhero.
So as their gazes are following me, and I'm just making my way back to the thing, I'm just gonna say out loud so Prin can hear it. World famous.
Some of them get a little confused and they kind of just like look back to where you came from at Bryn. They're not sure why you just announced that.
Don't
But they
worry,
don't-
everyone. It's just to annoy him.
Do you actually say that to them?
No, who the hell am I gonna whisper them to? They're like 20 feet away.
There is literally that guy right next to you, right there.
Yeah, I'll whisper to him just like, don't worry, it's just to annoy him.
And he gets like a little wicked look in his eye and he gets a big smile. And he just gives a full salute. Thank you for the compliment, Mr. Merrymaker, sir!
Bruh.
And he gives you a wink as he like winks at the other ones around him, and they also start saluting, trying to hide their smirk on their face.
God, I love being me.
At least Prin's not the one kissing up this time.
Oh no, they're doing it because they like a good bit of mischief too. They like to have fun, which you haven't really investigated. See, Friends Men do understand the idea of fun. So as soon as...
I think I'm starting to get that idea. I'm starting to get that impression.
So you gave one of them the idea to start a little mischief and start a little poking fun, and they're all more than happy to join along.
These fucking sailors, dude.
He's like, "I need to get off this boat."
I need to get off this boat now.
I need to get the fuck off this boat. I'm going
You
to
do realize that when we get off this boat, we're gonna be somewhere much worse than we are.
Hell yeah.
He wants to be somewhere much worse. Anyway, anything else you want to react to that, or can I spin the clock?
Oh, yeah, you're good.
Alright, the clock spins forward, and in the course of it starting to become dusk, Sufren has ordered since everybody to be on alert, but the Mistral is gonna take a bit of a R&R break because the crew got shaken up, and he wants to make sure everybody stays on their feet. So dinner tonight is being moved onto the top deck under the stars.
Ooh.
So after the repairs were done quite swiftly, the tables are being brought up and they're putting out all the dinnerware and stuff. It's a party under the stars. They're getting out some of the fancier lanterns, hanging it on the deck. So it's quite the bit of a display, and as the captain returns to the Umber Rose, he gives out a hearty yell, and he's like, "I'm booze time, boys!" And you just hear a massive raucous, like, cheer come from the deck as they start scrambling under the deck, and they're pulling up what can only be giant wooden crates filled to the brim with bottles. And one ship out of this fleet is gonna get absolutely fucking plastered tonight, and it's gonna, you know where the smell of booze is gonna be coming from.
I don't know if I want to have what they're having.
So you can choose where you want to set. Imagine the tables are. You could decide wherever the tables are, and I'll move pieces accordingly. You could find your spot wherever you want to sit.
Where's that spot we sat? Like all session that one time.
Like right here.
Oh yeah, that was like the very first table, and the other one was a bit middle of the deck.
Yeah.
You find your table.
The cool kid too.
Actually, I want to sit. I want to sit in my back with the ocean.
Yeah, sure, I'll join you guys because I did say, friend did say.
Don't be a
Samson, I
bitch.
thought you were drinking with us.
Wait, what'd you say?
What? Pleasure to have you.
Oh, yeah, right. What did you say, Shay?
I said I thought Samson was drinking with us this time.
Oh no, Gerald got big again.
Oh, God.
Ah!
Big two friend.
And then we all get crushed.
Nim's
Sorry.
mine.
Samson.
He has become the Nim. I am the Nim now. Give me your wild magics.
I mean, she could become him.
Yeah.
Two Nim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah!
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
It's the Gerasque!
Motherfucking big ass motherfucking JPEG in my face.
Alright,
I
everyone
can't
roll
actually
initiative.
click on the fucking thing again. I can't click on the thing. My hands moving every time I laugh.
Christ, once you go next stage. Hey, get rid of this fucking nerd.
Move him to the ocean and then shrink him.
No, just move
Yeah.
him to the ocean. We're throwing him overboard.
Yeah.
His arc ends here.
Your arc ends here.
So wait, the captain went back to the Umber Rose, right?
Yeah, he snuck off. He didn't. He wasn't really particularly sticking around. Since I never thought to
Some
make a
other
token.
time, then.
Yeah, we're going to assume that a table's been set up in the middle of the lifeboat. And we're gonna assume that two tokens closest to Sufran are in oh, fuck!
Hello!
It looks like he's
Fucking-
pole dancing.
Ah,
Quaker
yeah,
Rose
the
guy.
the biggest soldier.
Oh, okay.
Why does he not simply eat the smaller soldiers?
Oh god, I can't click the thing again!
Why don't we just
Has-
ride this guy like David Hasselhoff style too?
God.
Sounds
Man,
good
my
to me.
sketches today are gonna be
The
wild.
Hoff boat.
But yeah, we're gonna.
Bring out the grub, baby.
Oh, that's Pren. That's
And
not
the-
a soldier.
Alcohol.
Wait, no, I didn't mean it like that. Wait a minute.
Wow. I can't get a fucking break.
I didn't mean
That's
We're
to.
about to have a break.
I
We're
was-
about to drink alcohol and eat.
This is the break.
I was
Oh,
talking about.
I sure hope nothing
You're
awkward
only-
happens.
You're only making it worse.
You are a soldier. You're just not one of these soldiers.
Yeah.
You're
it's
the
only-
soldier.
You're only making it worse.
So
So anyway- Moving on.
Burger.
Yeah, you could do whatever the hell
What?
you want. It bored your time.
I'll take a burger.
What is this thing you mortals call a burger?
Morsels.
Like the Pink
That's
Panther.
funny.
What is a damn burger? Man, I was rolling as a child.
That's a classic.
Mm.
Well, I'm cracking open some red wine, that's for sure.
Yeah, now you got access to whatever the hell you want on the table.
Amen.
Oh, cool. Nim will drink whatever Samson drinks.
Oh God.
Oh
my
my. Does she tell Samson that I'm just gonna have what you're having?
Okay, so how is this working? Are people coming around giving us the drinks, or are we getting up to go get the drinks?
I think if we just ask for it, they'll give it to us.
Yeah, there are still more soldiers, sitting around, running around, getting food, bringing it up. I just wanted to organize the tokens to look like tables, but, as people finish and they get back to work, other people are coming in for mealtime, because things still gotta do on the boat, but everybody's having special mealtime.
So, whenever Samson gives his order, Nim will go, I'll have what he's having.
And the sailor taking your order just stops and starts to give you a look and looks at the rest of the party. It's like, and he just looks to Samson like, you're practically drinking jet fuel. Is she gonna be okay? As he just like cocks it.
I think she'll be fine. And as if to show that like we're really close, I'm just gonna give you like a little noogie.
What?
And then her hair,
frowns in
falls
confusion.
off.
Yeah, that just smack the bun off.
Oh, do the buttons fall off?
Okay,
Don't
allow me
ask
to
me,
explain.
Yeah, I'm waiting for this because I was never told about this. This was something that like got discussed without my knowing.
Okay, only Jade knows this. It wasn't like I told everyone but you. Anyway, so for some reason
Well,
I
I knew
see
it too.
Nim's buns as detachable.
As fucking clip-ons. This is beautiful.
No, not even clip-on. It's like Jade drew. They make a pop. They just go.
And they're magnetic.
detached. So it is Nim's hair. It's not like she's just wearing like an accessory. Like that's her hair. I just don't. They're two separate pieces.
So is that actually canon?
I have never viewed them as a single piece, so I think so.
All right, so yeah.
So is it just like old
as
hair?
I'm giving her like the noogie, and like that the closest butt just pops out. I'm like, I meant to do that.
I'm gonna panic a little when I see that. But I'm not gonna say anything.
I meant to do that.
Nim picks up her bun and reinforces it.
The sailor just like looks at her, looks at Samson. He's got like a distraught look on his face. It's like, you broke her. What's her? What kind of constitution does she have that you broke her? It was
totally
a noogie.
passing that off. I am not distraught. I am totally passing that off as if that was completely intentional.
No, but he genuinely just like looks at you. You broke her. My God, what's her constitution?
No. She has casted the
No.
Alter Self spell. No concern.
No. She's just built different.
I need to know though. Is it like old hair that just
Nope.
she attaches? So it just
It's just magnetic.
it just reattaches itself to her fucking scalp every time.
It's just some changeling shit.
It's a
Yeah.
fucking.
Yeah,
It's
chalk
just,
it up to that. Magic.
it's just plug
She
and
built
play
different.
hair. Cool.
Yeah.
Malamar
Nim's just
shaped
built
plug
different.
and play hair buns.
Look, don't ask me the specifics. It's just like that.
It's built different.
I expected rather than you putting it back on, it just grows back.
Oh my God, she's
Oh,
just
that's
that.
funnier.
She's just that
No,
little
because
guy.
that will reveal something's weird about her, so she just puts it back on.
But
Oh,
putting it
yes,
back on
that's
doesn't.
Yeah, no, that's
No.
not weird.
it's like I meant to do that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway.
she's just
Yep.
that character from My Hero with the grape-shaped hair. No,
That's right. You got the order. It's 2 full-on bourbons.
Can't wait to find out what kind of drunk Nim is.
So, the soldier starts
And
smiling a
unbelievable.
little. 2 full bourbons, that is?
2 full bourbon, actually. And then I stare over to Prin. He's like, "You want to make it 3?"
So, the sailor looks
Make
over...
it 4.
The sailor looks at Prin, and then he looks at Samson, and he just chuckles, and he taps Samson on the shoulder, and looks at him and goes, "Would you like me to put that in a tankard for you?" As he just kind of just slightly looks up at Prin, just ever so subtly waiting for the reaction.
Prince snorts, and you notice that there's actual steam coming from his nostrils.
If you set something on fire, Nim will douse you in water again.
God.
That's good to know.
He narrows his eyes, and he's just like respectful. Just
Yeah,
give me-
you good for bourbon?
Wait, what does Prin say?
Just give me some wine, please.
Can't
I
drink
would
that
take
swill.
both.
Nim says so as well, not wanting to be left out.
Just kind of leave them on the table. We can pour it for ourselves.
I'll bring up some kegs. Though.
Wait, what does Hyala want?
I appreciate you.
Wait, what does Hyala want?
Yeah, what does Yellow want?
Black tea, please.
Bruh.
1 black tea and some bourbon and wine kegs. And as he hits the pen against the notepad to close it, he's like, "Can't wait to be cleaning up these floorboards." as he's stifling a snicker.
Don't call us floorboards.
Did he? What did Prin say to him? I didn't catch it. And does he actually say it?
Just wine.
Just wine.
He wants the wine. All
Preferably
right.
white wine. Preferably white.
Yeah.
Oh, I ordered red.
He's gonna get you. He's gonna make sure to get the same
Whatever.
type of white you had, a red for Celeste, and he's gonna have bourbon. He's just gonna let you guys have fun. He's fully expecting to be replacing some more boards. As you see some of the nearby tables looking over at your table, and the waiter sailor just looks over at them and he starts shaking his head. You see them start to smile, it's rolling their eyes, just like, "Oh boy, here we go again." Crazy
I'm just
kid.
peering at them from above my book as I'm drawing something.
Now, let it be on record that I did not tell anyone about that.